First two balls that Rizwan faced, one was a sweep shot, a premeditated sweep shot. It was a back foot drive as well. But now, because of that wicket, he's just gone into his shell a little bit. But you can see with Vikramjit Singh, just his body was, he had to keep his energy down. He had to keep his hips down, and for that little bit longer, just by coming up enough, meant that he couldn't get his hands under that ball to be able to make the most of that. Another opportunity that Dutt's created.
Just waiting for the storm to pass at the moment, Pakistan. They've got a good batter in. He's good under pressure. Is Rizwan. He's been in these situations before. As I said, street smart. He'll know what to do. It's Saad Shakil who's looked a little nervy. Two-edged boundary so far. He'll be the fielder for four. And it's a shot down the ground that'll make the batter feel good.
Yeah, sometimes you will see that because the fielders come so close trying to defend that single, not giving those easy singles. And if you time really well, even ball not too far away from the fielder will go for four. That was nicely timed by Rizwan. Wonderful shot.
Rizwan right under his eyes, letting the ball come to him. There's another fast off cutter. Trying to continue to get something out of this wicket.
Will that go for 4-2? No, it stopped well in. Stopped well in. A couple of runs. Right now, while we've been watching the game, the three of us, former captain Aaron Finch, he's been looking at casting his eagle eye over proceedings.
Yeah, I think the way that the Netherlands bowled to Imam Ul Haq early, you can see there the purple deliveries. They're pitched up. They're asking questions of his outside edge and the top of his off stump. You see that dismissal? That's caught him by surprise. I think you can get into a mode as an opening batter that you're expecting it to go full, and you almost take the pull shot out of your equation, and then that's a really good surprise bouncer. And I think what that does is that sends a message that how well planned the Netherlands players are. They've been really disciplined with their line and length, as we saw in that beehive. But then that surprise bouncer, just to send a message to say, you know what, we're here, we're planned, we're ready to go. We're going to attack your weaknesses. Imam's been out quite a bit to the short ball. He's tried to hit that up. There was no intention of hitting down on that delivery, and that just shows that he was just caught by surprise.
Now a second slip comes in again for Saad Shakil. Thank you very much to Aaron Finch. Gee, aren't captains supposed to retire? They're still watching the game and thinking tactics. Oh, that is a good shot. That is such a feel-good shot for Saad Shakil. May not go to the boundary. They'll come back for two. It's little moments in the game that can make a difference. 12 overs gone, 62 for 3, 9 of that over.
40 से ज़्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट होने वाला पाकिस्तान's #1 एक्सपोर्ट टाइप ब्रांड सर्विस पाकिस्तानी में बाबर जैसी ना रुकने वाली इस पावर को यूं फोन कर रहा है एम्पावर।
2 overs. The runs have started to come. This partnership is now 24 of 17. But I like what Rizwan is doing here. 16 of 11. Saying I'm not going to get bogged down here because suddenly I might get a nick and I'm gone. I'm not getting bogged down. Aryan Dutt, 5 overs, none for 22. Catcher at short mid-wicket. There's a slip in. Already seen the slip fielder watch one dip and just pass to his right. Seven test matches Saad Shakil has played. He's got a 50 score in each of the 7 test matches and might need that temperament here.
Pakistan are going to need that temperament today to be able to get themselves out of a bit of trouble. But there's going to be a moment where Rizwan really tries to change this game here. Off spin of the ball coming in. This could be the time. Duck continues to bowl very nicely. He's got his length just about perfect every single time. But I've got a feeling there's going to be a moment where Rizwan goes, you know, I'm sick of this off spinner just lobbing up on my length. I'm going to take him on. There's no one back at mid-wicket. There's no one back on the offside as well, apart from point. Exactly like that. There's going to be a moment where Rizwan's just, it's my time to take him down. I'm sick of him just rolling it out, ball spinning into the top of off stump. Rizwan, that was excellent feet. Energy into his front leg to really push back quickly. And there's no one back at mid-wicket. Placed it beautifully as well.
Well, it's very important and crucial for Pakistan that they stay positive. They just don't get bogged down and don't just keep playing those dot deliveries. Look for the boundary. If it's there, just go for it. Just be positive.
Just had the odd technical problem with the picture, so apologies. Get it right quickly. They like Pakistan getting it right now. But he seems to be the first player out of the 5 we've seen today who's light on his legs. Rizwan. Got 100 here in the warm-up game.
Yeah, both these players at the crease, they go good temperament and they like scoring hundreds, big hundreds. I mean, South Shakil, I know he comes from Karachi. He's been captain of Karachi province also. Likes to bat at number 3 up the order, but he's been asked to bat at number 5. He's doing a fairly good job so far. 67 for 3.
अब मेरे घर पर लेजी नहीं है तो मैच कैसे देख सकते हैं?
मिल गए लेज। एक कप और है कितनों का बहाना, एक कप और तुम है एक और कप चाय,
एक और कप चाय टपाल दानेदार। Rapper from the house of Eagle Star.
30 GBs and unlimited network minutes. And get your SIM delivered at your doorstep, free of cost.
Onic, the Independence Network. Order your SIM now.
Third over for Paul van Meekeren. Guess you're never too far away from the unusual shot when Rizwan is batting.
He really wanted a piece of that short ball. He's obviously been waiting for a little bit of length to get a little bit short from Van Meekeren. Sounded like really a tennis shot to be able to whip it through mid-on.
Well, he's a very busy player. He will look for every run. And he's not going to just hang around. He's going to look to nudge the ball. Third man. The odd one will go to square leg, and if the ball comes in his zone, he will look for that boundary also. He's a boundary hitter, especially to the spinners. He likes playing sweep shot. Got to be a little watchful against the off spinner because the ball's not only spinning, gripping, but also bouncing a little more.
What you suggested the pitch report, there might be a few more runs. Is it just good bowling? Is it level-footed batting? What's caused the score to be 67 for 3 in the 14th?
Yeah, the wicket's definitely held up a little bit more than I thought it was going to. It was definitely dry. It was definitely dry before the game started. But the beauty of it has been the way for Van Beek just to be able to roll his fingers over it. But the thing that what you said there, Harsha, around just Rizwan's the only one who's looked like light on his feet. You can feel the pressure has just got a bit much for those other batters. It's made them look a little bit heavy.
Well, in your pitch report, you mentioned 3 things, and 2 of them have come true so far. what we want to see now is a big 100 from one of these two.
So what was the third, Waqar?
It's going to come onto the bat nicely.
I think he might have...
I think once the ball gets a little older, softer, I think it will. So it has spun, and the faster man had got a little extra bounce also. So looking for 100 now.
I thought in your polite manner you were going to suggest to Wado that he suggested 350.
I did. There's still a chance. Pakistan have got a deep batting lineup. Rizwan Saud's been very impressive so far.
Aussie's not taking a back foot. It's a good shot. It's the kind of shot that will go to the boundary. I mentioned the straight drive is a feel-good shot. He's in control of this one. 14 gone, 72 for 3. Got in position. You can see why Waqar was saying that he bats at 3. He likes to bat up. Was in position early for that shot and rolled his wrists, unlike what Imam did. It's a good shot. Bustelader. That's a good start. They continue to keep the pressure on and have to really look to keep taking wickets. It's the way to go. Ensure that Pakistan don't just get away. This partnership, 34 from 30, probably going a little quicker than the Netherlands would like.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point for me, because that's where their character will be tested. Analytically, strategically, they'll be tested by this pair. And I feel this is Pakistan's best middle order pair. All of those who have not seen Saud Shakil bat, is an excellent player against spin. Top quality player against spin. I think tailor-made for such a track.
Well, they'll need him to play well. 3 down very early, 38 for 3 within the power play. What a start for Netherlands. And for Pakistan, a potential banana peel. Tend to kind of make games particularly exciting to Pakistan.
How's this for a story? Bustelader's dad, Tim, was here in 1996 when the World Cup was last hosted in the subcontinent, and he picked up player of the match against India. Picked up 4 wickets. Sachin and Rahul Dravid those wickets. So what a fantastic story to see his son here, however many years that is, 26, 27 years on, playing for the Netherlands.
In the air, and it's sufficiently well struck to get away for forwards. It's a beautiful shot in the end. So very correct and presents that straight blade. Saud Shakil.
Yeah, just about the right selection of shot on a pitch like this. It's a slow pitch, so you've got to not overhit the ball. It's all about timing and placement on this track. Maintained his shape as he was playing that straight drive. Lovely shot.
It's 78 for 3.
South Shaquille is quite a short player. It's probably my height, probably not yours so much, but talked the other day, he struggles to hit down the ground unless he gets momentum because of that height. Sometimes a player that's a bit shorter in stature will look to actually get momentum by going into the ball by using his feet, so he's got a big job to do here for Pakistan. He was so good, Ramesh, in that warm-up game. 75 against New Zealand, laps, dabs. He saw all sorts, but he's up against a wily bowler here.
Yeah, you associate good sound batting with South Shaquille. Let's see how he shapes up to this left-arm angle.
Narula van der Merwe into the attack and back it into the squad, and at the qualifiers weren't available a few of their key players, but absolutely no hesitation in returning someone like Narula van der Merwe, like Van Meekeren. Ackerman as well, to strengthen themselves, and what they'll want from Van der Merwe is the ability to strike in the middle here. So a good start, yeah, that's okay, but you can't then rest on your laurels. You've got to continue with your bowling attack to be potent through the game.
One thing these two have done really well, 41 off 37 as a partnership, so even though they've lost those 3 wickets, they've still come in with a bit of impetus, put pressure back on the Netherlands bowlers, and that's where that experience has come back into the squad, is so crucial for the Netherlands.
And that's why ODI cricket is so good to watch, because there's drama and a bit of theatre, and you've got to reboot, readjust every now and then. And the format allows you to do that.
It's ebbs and flows, isn't it? Similar to test matches, whereas T20 is just bash and crash, and you just have to keep going.
Yeah, and I reckon as much as batting teams are what people think of in sort of getting into trouble, in order to be a winning team out in the field, it's what I'm talking about with regard to good formulating of bowling attacks where there is constant and consistent potency.
We talk about winning as well. It's what's the winning score that Pakistan think. We talk so much about pass score, but it's actually what is the score that Pakistan want to get. They're 80 for 3 at the moment after 15, rebuilt nicely, but even a 280 to 300 in a World Cup, which adds a little bit more to teams, a little bit more pressure, might be enough.
Three of that one. 81 for 3, Pakistan. 16 overs done, and it's quite hot out here. Out there, I should say. Time for a drink.
Welcome back to Hyderabad, where the Netherlands won the toss, decided to field first and got 3 wickets early. Pakistan now 81 for 3, but were reduced to 38 for 3. That's the first. A look at the second. That's Babar Azam gone. And there's the third. A good bumper to start his spell. Van Meekeren got rid of Imam ul Haq. 38 for 3 they were then. And there's been a partnership since. 43 from 41 between Rizwan and Saad Shakil. So 81 for 3, a rebuild, and looking to try and get themselves to a good score, a winning score. Yeah, Babar Azam is the one wicket you look at and want to get in Pakistan's side.
So he wasn't himself to that length. A little ginger getting onto that front foot and hinders his progress at times against spin and on a pitch like this.
Understandably, many when they look at this Pakistan side would go goo goo gaga about Baba. But there's this young fella here, Saud Shakil. You read about him and the numbers are outstanding. Rambo?
Absolutely, he's got loads of potential. I mean, the sample size in Test cricket is small, but he's averaging, what, 87, I think, with an average of 130 against spin. It's a phenomenal start. I think he's got a world record of hitting, what, 750s in 7 tests. Just a great potential, Saud. And will solve the issues for Pakistan in the middle.
Like he wants to hit over mid-off against the medium pace.
It might seem like just a little dab. He knew where the field was. It's a clever shot for 4 from Saud Shakil.
Can't afford to bowl that line. Help neatly. Now the third man. Partnership's up as well. Rearguard partnership and the side was in trouble. There's far too much width.
Got of twins playing cricket. He's one of triplets. His brothers Asad Zulfiqar and Sikandar Zulfiqar. Sikandar has played for the Netherlands as well. Now Saqib. (102 of 94 balls). Rizwan and Saud Shakil now the right-hander. Interesting action. Let's take a look at his action shortly. Is there something different about the delivery stride?
Incredibly unusual, because the idea of bowling, you use your front leg, which in this case would be the left leg, to brace and to use as a base of support for the rest of your bowling action to come over the top. Zulfiqar bowls with his base of support off his right foot. Incredibly unusual. Imagine being at home and trying to throw exclusively off your back foot. You've got no power to try and do it. It boggles the mind as to how he's able to do it at this pace, but also this accuracy.
Eight came off that first over from Saqib Zulfiqar. 1-4-3 for 3.
New Rio Double Chocolate. 2 chocolates की double treat.
एक कप और है कितनों का बहाना, एक कप और तुम है एक और कप चाय.
एक और कप चाय टपाल दानेदार.
पाकिस्तान जितने खाने बनाता है, नया ब्राइट उतने ही दाग मिटाता है.
क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाले. रैपर के थर्मस जो रखे देर तक गरम. रैपर फ्रॉम द हाउस ऑफ ईगल.
It's 50 for Rizwan now. This partnership really starting to move.
Brilliant innings. Great rearguard action from Mohammad Rizwan. 50 or 59 deliveries. It's been an area that was identified that Pakistan need to lift middle order runs. These two have answered the call. Mohammad Rizwan, fantastic player.
I don't mind that idea for the delivery. Dutch need a wicket. I'll give him a bake.
Has a knack of picking up wickets in this middle period, and it is through his tricks. Rolls his fingers on deliveries.
Can bowl a good Yorker. It's important he gets that execution right.
far today. 155 for 3.
सर्विस कहाँ है? सर्विस ही दो. ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी? हर पाकिस्तानी में बाबर जैसी ना रुकने वाली इस पावर को यू फोन कर रहा है. एम्पावर.
पाकिस्तान जितने खाने बनाता है, नया ब्राइट उतने ही दाग मिटाता है.
क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाले.
Well, they might have been in trouble actually. I wonder if Saud Shakil was alive to the fact there could be a run out of the non-strikers then, because he wasn't exactly sprinting back.
Yeah, he was slow to get going. Just home, I think. It's always touch and go and tight with a direct hit, and he's just home had it been a direct hit. But again, good proactive batting. Good energy in the field from the Dutch, though. It's one thing that I've been really impressed with. The attitude that they've brought.
This, of course, 2023. We're so used to seeing players play in coloured clothing. It was introduced for the first time back in 1992. And people are still in love with those jerseys. Those are going to become collector's items. And I wonder if there'll be a better team photograph than that one there. 2 Queenslanders representing different countries there.
That is the pinnacle of ODI kit, in my opinion. Wheeled it out there and it's brilliant.
You could get one made for yourself, couldn't you, Aaron Finch? Former Australian captain, they do that for you?
Certainly not. We did play in the Australia's 1999 World Cup kit in what was meant to be a 3-game series against New Zealand, but was interrupted by COVID. We wore the yellow helmets, the 99 kit, which I always think is the first thing that I think of is Shane Warne knocking over Herschel Gibbs in that semi-final.
Exactly what I meant. Just keep bowling on a length, keep bowling in that area, wait for the batter to make a mistake. I remember that 99 semi-final so well. I'm told that if you've got a South African within 100 kilometers of you, you don't bring that up again. But I remember that our director, South African, he's sorry.
I know Shane Warne's delivery to Mike Gatting was considered ball of the century, but the ball that he got Herschel Gibbs with, I think, was equally as good.
And there's a good example of just getting the batsman just to try something different. And a good over so far from Makerin. Hold straight. It's amazing how quick just a few straightish deliveries can change a batsman's thinking.
Yeah, I think the reason he's played that, the fine leg down there is quite wide. And a little bit like Rizwan, he's a player that you change the field, he'll try and hit it there.
Good over, and he's got lots of overs of his lead bowlers left to go back to. 28 gone, 158 for 3.
New Rio Double Chocolate. दो चॉकलेट्स की डबल ट्रीट.
चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, बाल रहे फिंगर कोम रेडी. With Palmolive Natural Shampoo, बालों को बनाए इतना स्मूथ और मैनेजेबल कि आप करें बस फिंगर कोम.
सर्विस कहाँ है? सर्विस ही दो. ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी? पाकिस्तानी में बाबर जैसी ना रुकने वाली इस पावर को यू फोन कर रहा है एम्पावर।
पैंथर टायर्स लेवल ही हो रहा है।
Be free super.
30 GBs and unlimited network minutes, and get your SIM delivered at your doorstep, free of cost.
Onic, the Independence Network. Order your SIM now.
शेखू स्टील टेस्टेड है।
पाकिस्तान जितने खाने बनाता है नया ब्राइट उतने ही दाग मिटाता है।
क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग।
Oh no! It's called the commentator's curse. Literally, I mean, he was playing so well against the spin and popping one in the air, and he's done.
I wanted to speak about him so much. Such a good player and just couldn't really get going. It was a wonderful knock. Nevertheless, 68 of 52. I think Pakistan will take it from a position where they were. Just a false shot, didn't really pick the length right. It was in between kind of shot. He wanted to sweep first and then the ball spun a bit, got a little bit extra bounce, top edge, and an easy catch there at short mid-wicket. Pakistan losing another wicket in the shape of South Shakil, who played extremely well. Gone now for 68. It's 158 for 4.
खर्चे कम कैसे करें?
बाबा खेले?
चलो आ जाओ। बीमार पड़ गई तो टेस्ट दवाइयाँ हजारों का खर्चा।
हजारों का खर्चा बचा सकता है लाइफ बॉय। बीमारी की असल वजह है जरासीम, जिनसे लाइफ बॉय दे 100% यकीनी हिफाजत।
बड़ी हिफाजत,
बड़ी बचत।
चाहिए कौन सी जगह, लिप्टन ही तो है, लिप्टन पीजिए।
40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट होने वाला पाकिस्तान नंबर 1 एक्सपोर्ट टायर ब्रांड सर्विस।
पाकिस्तान जितने खाने बनाता है नया ब्राइट उतने ही दाग मिटाता है।
क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाले।
चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, बाल रहे फिंगर कोम रेडी विद पामोलिव नेचुरल्स शैम्पू। बालों को बनाए इतना स्मूथ और मैनेजेबल कि आप करें बस फिंगर कोम।
न्यू रियो डबल चॉकलेट, 2 चॉकलेट्स की डबल ट्रीट।
शेखू स्टील टेस्टेड है।
But now Iftikhar Ahmed needs to really take this game deep.
Well, it's a tailor-made situation for Iftikhar Ahmed, who likes to come around about this time when there are 20 odd overs remaining, and this is how South Shakil lost his wicket. Wanted to sweep to begin with, and then saw the ball spinning up, bouncing a bit, and couldn't really control the shot. Caught the edge. Perfect, easy catch there at short mid-wicket.
Round the stumps is a good angle. He's getting the ball to spin, will get good result if he hits the pad. His leg before in play.
Rizwan continues to be very busy. It's a great learning experience for South Shakil. Just to know that even after a brilliant innings, 52 balls, 51 balls, he was fully committed to every ball that he faced. That one ball, this last ball that he faced, just not fully committed to react with intent and just trust his natural instinct. Great learning experience for him.
He's bowling really well now. He's got his tail up. He's picked up a wicket of South Shakil, and you can clearly see the spring in his feet. and getting the ball in the right area, that just outside the off stump, getting this ball spin back in. Yeah, another wonderful delivery.
Scott Edwards has done a brilliant job as captain. The times where he really needs to squeeze, he has. The first 10, 15 overs and right now as well. So a moment mid-wickets come up closer again to that catcher. The ball spinning in inside part of the bat. Also mid-wicket, mid-offs up as well. Excellent captaincy.
Ends well. The offie 160 for 4.
पाकिस्तान का सबसे ज्यादा बिकने वाला मोटरसाइकिल टायर ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी
खर्चे कम कैसे करें
बाबा खेले
चलो आ जाओ बीमार पड़ गई तो टेस्ट दवाइयाँ हजारों का खर्चा
हजारों का खर्चा बचा सकता है लाइफ बॉय। बीमारी की असल वजह है जरासीम, जिनसे लाइफ बॉय दे 100% यकीनी हिफाजत।
बड़ी हिफाजत
बड़ी बचत।
सुपर
एहतियात पर समझौता हो तो तहफ़्फ़ुज़ मुमकिन नहीं, बिना समझौता 7 दिहाइयों का सफर। पाकिस्तान के
such a good shot. He was waiting on that one. He was trying his hand at cutting the ball earlier. Looked just a little bit frustrated. Not on this occasion. He got it perfectly where he wanted it.
Just looked like Rizwan watched that ball right onto the middle of his bat then. You could just see his control. Hit it deep into the crease there. Let the ball just get over his shoulder and then just beautiful control over the keeper's head. Low risk, 4 runs. Looked like he's trying to go again, premeditate a little bit to be able to go through that backward point over the keeper again. It's been excellent. He's just so busy all the time, Rizwan. Just provides so much energy for a batting unit, especially with a new batter, Iftikhar coming in.